Hello, hello, hello. Let me turn off this music and get to what we're talking about. Okay, hello, hello, hello. What's up? Let me get to what we're talking about here. I spoke to a lot of you guys that you came in. I greatly appreciate you for joining me on today for the no BS portion of the day because Lord knows that we have been hearing a whole lot of phony BS, gaslighting, a whole lot of diverting, deflecting, and dumb stuff today. One second. Let me give me a soda. I apologize for that. Okay, I had you guys waiting long enough. So, one second. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. I apologize. I appreciate you guys for waiting. Okay, one second. Let me do this. Hey, Miami Popo, in the bushes. I mean, the bushes. Dobie Milton, Charlie. Thank you guys for being here. Sharika Chicago, Life with Jamelia, Ray Black. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Tony Montana. Hey, girl, hey. I really appreciate everybody who came. Hey, Lemon. Lemon, you a freaking mess. Lemon. Whew. That panel was interesting, Lemon. I am so glad you have your channel. I'm so glad you went live. But that was a real interesting panel that you had there, Lemon. But congratulations, and you know, good luck on the next one as well. Okay, hey, watching for Cloud9. Okay, so Life with Jamelia, how you doing? We don't have any mods in here, of course. Um, Let me see. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're going to start. Where do you guys want to start off with? Hey, Miss T Velocity. Hey, Visha. How you doing? Where do you guys want to start off with? You're my spicy dicey. I appreciate that. Okay. There you go. Thank you, Spicy. I appreciate that. Okay, so where are we going to start today? Okay, we're going to start from the top. Okay, so it's the top. Okay, we're going to start from Shelly. We're going to start from today because today was quite interesting. Um, Shelly's live. So let's talk about the things that were disclosed on Shelly's live. So let's talk about what we're really talking about. She, like a lot of people, myself included, was saying that they were trying to, the conspirators, in my opinion, who, push Ben's up to put that paperwork on Jay Dunn. The conspirators had then tried to turn the story into who sent Tracy the nude pictures of MU. So now, like, like we knew. We had called that Benzone was going to be excommunicated from that group. And we called it early on. I called it on my live back in November. And actually, I played a portion of that live. So what we heard today from Shelly is we found out that Shelly had been unmodded in the Celebrities Pig chat. And so Shelly felt slighted. She felt like she had been done wrong. And, it took her by surprise. Now, the Celebrity Pig said out loud, well, I unmodded somebody, and I'm not gonna say who it is, but you guys will know, and it would be obvious. So she did put a heads up that she had unmodded somebody, but then people start going through her chat to see what person who used to have a blue wrench in there was no longer there, and it was found out that none other than Noodle Neck was the one who no longer had a mod stick. So instead of continuing to stick her head in the sand and act as if she didn't know anything that was going on about this Benzone and this picture situation, that prompted Noodleneck to get angry, upset, and then fall into action. So that's the only thing that prompted her into action, not being part of a diabolical tribe. That's what prompted her into action, not the fact that these were some bogus, trumped up charges. No, she said well in all of that. Not that they conspired to see who had a problem with Jay Dunn. That didn't inspire her to move. I don't even like Jay Dunn. Jay Dunn makes me fucking sick. Jay Dunn's is a fucking pest and a nuisance. But let me tell you, I'm sick of these dumb bitches doing dumb shit, over here in the beef sector, and I'm gonna call them out on it. So this is what prompted Shelly to come out, and it was a whole lot of medical business talked about. It was a whole lot of it was just like a whole lot of stuff that was talked about today. Shelly said that the celebrity pig is in fact not even married, which she stakes her claim on all the time. So let me see what you guys are saying. This could get good. They're both psychopaths. I know they're both crazy. Okay, so celebrity. Hey, Carolina Blue, the celebrity pig said that she's not even married. So it went all the way there. It went all the way to the religion once again, that the celebrity pig is not serving a god like she said. Helly, are you serving a god like you said? So let me see what else Shelly said. Think about Shelly. Shelly had receipts for what she said. So I will give her that. See, this whole thing about who put MU's pictures out, who sat up there and did that to MU and sent the pictures to the bird brain. So Shelly had receipts. So let's review Shelly's receipts, shall we? So this is one of Shelly's receipts. You look at the top, it says KY to JR. KY, Shelly said, is the celebrity pig. JR is the baseball mitt face bitch. And you see her name up there, Joyce. I blocked out her Shelly put her whole name up there, but I blocked her out her last name because God Lord forbid somebody, she doxed and I'm gonna call the cops on her. So she goes by Joyce on YouTube. So I blocked out her last name. So KY, who is allegedly Kimmy, says Ben sent Tracy the picture. Tracy said it behind the scenes. So this is one of Shelly's receipts. One of Shelly's receipt, which was conveniently not ever discussed on the Celebrity Pigs alleged rebuttal. So we have something else from KY to JR, the newest do girl who's gonna be bounced on her ass. And I say, we're gonna do a poll. We're gonna do a poll on this. Okay, so here it is again. Ben sent Tracy the pictures, and Tracy said it behind the scenes. Okay, that's supposed to be. You see the KY, that's supposed to be the celebrity pig. And in the blue, Shelly said, go ahead and tell it. Now, go ahead and tell it. Tracy is going to turn on you anyway. So this Noodleneck was not so fond of Tracy, and she didn't care. Like, go ahead and tell it, because Tracy's gonna turn on you anyway. Because that's what Tracy is. Tracy is a flake for a piece of dick connected to a bum. So Shelly said something about Rob Rat, and Tracy was like, "Don't you say nothing about my man. As soon as he get out of jail, from drinking all that alcohol and acting a fool at the Red Roof Inn, we gonna get back together." So Tracy didn't like Shelly from that point on. They tried to mend fences, Shelly said, but it was never the same. Okay, so then she goes on to say, this is a celebrity pig, and you do see her name here. It says Kimmy, YouTube. She told it to a mutual party with receipts, and it was sent to me. Ben committed a crime. Ben's committed a crime. So this is the celebrity pig saying that it was sent to her with receipts. But how come celebrity pig didn't show said receipts when she's trying to clear her name of being in a conspiracy which around this situation? And she is backstage stage. It has been proven that she's backstage prior to being putting any charges out. Now that the charges are out, now she's still conspiring behind the scenes with the knowledge that Benz had committed a crime. Now, the most thing that you noticed on the Celebrity Pig was that when they first talked about them being behind the scenes after a live, that I didn't even know Benz. I didn't even know her, but you're back behind the stage with her in a after a live on Shelly's channel, conspiring. Oh, well, what did Jay Dunn do to you? What did Jay Dunn do to you? And all during her live today, I was done with Ben Zones then. I was totally done with Ben Zone then. But you notice what she did not talk about. She did not talk about the live that her, Benzone, Noodle Neck, and Miss Paulette was caught because Paulette came and told. She mentioned once again a live, the second live where she was with on the live with Shelly Benzone and Joyce was there. Okay, so today she said she was on the line with Shelly, Benzone, and Joyce. And they were talking about it. This is after the case. This is not the live that had Paulette in it. Okay, so she said Joyce was there. And weren't you, Joyce? I was there. Yeah, that's what you said. Yes, yeah. That's what you said now. Yeah. I'm a confirm it. So she was back there, and Joyce sitting up there confirming it. But previously, like 3 days ago, she had said the same thing. 3 days ago, she said the same thing, that she was on there with Joyce. Joyce set her ass up there and confirmed it. But then the very next day, she came out, and we have already discussed this. The very next day, she came out and said that Lady Joyce had dropped down. She was mistaken that Joyce had dropped down off the panel, and then Lady Detroit was there, and she wasn't gonna say Lady Detroit was there. She was keeping that close to her chest. But in the membership live, Lady Detroit said it herself, outed herself that she was in said back chat. So Joyce was taken away because Joyce had dropped down, and now it's Lady Detroit. But now, here again today, now it's Joyce. So this is a proven, straight up, factual lie. She went from it was Joyce backstage, no, Joyce dropped down, and it was Lady Detroit. And Right to Be Told hopped up on my panel one day, and she said, "What did she say about Lady Detroit?" She said, I don't think Lady Detroit would do that." And no, what was said about Lady Detroit? And I was like, "Well, I wasn't in the live. It was said that Lady Detroit outed herself." So Right to Be Told was like, "Well, I'm gonna check on that because I don't believe Lady Detroit would be involved in anything like that." So now all of a sudden, Lady Detroit is out, and Joyce is back in. Even though she told you Joyce had dropped out and Lady Detroit was in there, since it got word got back to Lady Detroit like, you don't want to touch this shit, and Lady Detroit ain't touching this shit. So Joyce dumb self is right back in the mix. Okay, let me see what you guys have to say after all of that talking that I just did. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but that's what's going on. Hey Yaya, how you doing? Is Yaya here? I see somebody. Yeah, I see people. Hey Yaya, how you doing? So yeah, that's what I noticed about this chat. So Shelly, in fact, dropped receipts, and neither Shelly, but this is the thing about them clearing the air. And Shelly, Noodle Neck said, what did we call her? Not Noodle Neck, the Celebrity Pig, and what do we Mother Goose? Yeah, Mother Goose said that she's done with that. She has nothing else to say. She has proven her point. Hey BB, hey Marvelous Me. Um so Let me see what you guys are just speaking to each other. I guess you guys didn't notice all of that going on. Hersey Kisses says, Oh, she admitted that she started talking about him first, about his medical health issues. Is Tracy okay? No, Tracy's not okay. Oh, we're gonna get to that part. Okay, so okay, let me see what you're saying again. Hershey's, you all over the place. See, this is what I'm not understanding about this storyline with Tracy talking about noble health issues. Even if he do have like a lot of medical health issues, that man is still working. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And he has health insurance, and she knew he had health issues. So why is it a big deal now? She was explaining that, oh, he broke his ribs and he's in the hospital and he has a collapsed lung and he's this and he's that. Hey, babe, hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. So, okay. Would you say shameful? They're telling on each other. That's exactly right. Let me see what else you guys say. I don't believe it. She's slow. Yeah, she is definitely so. So, you guys peep that. So let's go back through. Let me finish up what Noodle Neck said. Let me finish up her part of the story. Not one time did in any of these stories did either of them, Noodle Neck or the Celebrity Pig, discuss this backstage live that they had prior to Benzone filing charges about what has Jay done to you with Paulette. Nobody addressed that. Nobody addressed that. It is out here that they, in fact, were conspiring before Benz pressed the charges. But all of a sudden, the Celebrity Pig doesn't even know. I don't even know Benzone. And after that, I was done with Benzone. No, it is clear that you conspired with Benzone before the fact, and that's on period. And you not addressing it doesn't mean that it didn't happen, because it has already been addressed by Paulette. So Paulette refuses to say exactly what you guys were saying back there, but obviously it was something that Paulette feels that was mm, uh salacious. I'd say salacious. That's my term. That's not Paulette's term, because Paulette is still holding you guys a secret. So I wonder if hey, UNC girl, so I wonder with Paulette holding your secrets, will Jay Dunn try to get these secrets out of Paulette, since Jay Dunn has to go to trial? See, I'm not making any suggestions to Jay Dunn's dumbass, but I'm just thinking. I just can't help but think about how things can be investigated. So after Sean Bradley came out with this, oh, it's a conspiracy type of thing, all these motherfuckers start falling loose. That tight branch, they were tight like onion skin. Now that onion skin is peeling off and rotting off and sliding off, and everybody is disconnecting from that bullshit that they were involved in. Okay, so Shelly also says that hmm, okay, Joyce begged for a lot of money. She said that she doesn't understand how Joyce could actually take the Celebrity Pig side when she had been so loyal to her and had, treated her so nicely, to the point where Joyce felt free to say that she was going to have a makeup class. And since her life was so upside down in shambles, that she never did the makeup class, but she did collect $30. And Helly did provide the receipt for that. Helly also provided a receipt for what else? Excuse me, let me remove this comment. Helly also provided a receipt for a request for $50. So who feels so comfortable? All of a sudden, mid face, she didn't feel comfortable with Shelly, and she didn't trust Shelly. Well, you trusted her enough to ask her for $50, a cash out request for $50, but that was in July. That was before all of this conspiring went down. So I guess she had to change her heart. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but let me see what else. Okay, now here's a payment history that she sent. allegedly sent to Joyce. $20 in October, $30 in August, another $20 in August, a payment which was canceled, the $20 for the makeup class, and then another 25 because of Michelle or Michael something. Okay, so she was getting all these cash apps from Helly, and Helly was like, well, how dare her say that she can't trust me and I'm not loyal. And then so the straw that broke the camel's back, I guess. Helly writes on her community board, thank you, Grown Folks TV. I got a call from ZX letting me know my number has been leaked. I was going to go live, but it's not even worth it. It's not even worth a stream. Unmoved. God blessed. Okay, so now Helly's number is allegedly loose, and then she says she was getting phone calls from strangers and this, that, and the other. Okay, we got the makeup class. And then, so Helly goes on to say that how could she pick Joyce because Kimmy, because Joyce said that the celebrity pig said that the mid-face Joyce is lazy and she don't want to do any work. And she has set her up for a media kit, and Midface didn't even show up to try to get some advertisers and things like that. So she should have taken that deal, because I'm sure somebody would have picked her up when they saw the wonders of makeup that she did. They would have picked her up for the next magician show, as good as she looked in makeup compared to how she looks regularly without makeup. See, she don't know how to win. She just want to lay up and beg for money. And then she sat her ass up on the celebrity's pig talking about, well, I don't have any problem doing for my kids, and whatever I get, I give to my kids. What? I'm confused. I thought that her alleged kids were technically adults. I understand that nobody is gonna, most of my parents aren't gonna withhold from their kids, but I don't buy this argument. She tried to sit up there like she was so noble and grand and all of this, when you got two people out here in your face telling you and the whole Black Beef Mo3 and the whole free world that you was begging for money for food. So what part of the game is that, you dummy? What part of the game is it that you sitting up with motherfuckers who sitting out here telling that you was begging for money for food to divert from the fact that you slimy motherfuckers was out there conspiring to get criminal charges put on somebody for no reason? So, okay, fuck you and your food. Bitch, you need to starve a little bit. Bitch, you need to go on a motherfucking fast, bitch. What the fuck you begging for food for? Okay, last thing. Okay. I've been Helly also came out and said that she doesn't understand why Midface is choosing the celebrity pig, because allegedly the celebrity pig, per Shelley, has said that she's done with Joyce. She's been done with Joyce. So, okay, so why is it that the celebrity pig has Joyce up there? Joyce is up there to confirm and to be the okay girl, just like MU used to be, to say, oh, yes, massa, that happened. Yes, master. She is supposed to be the receipt. Somebody who's begging for food money from you. Do you think that somebody who's begging for money to eat, that we are going to believe them as a receipt for you? A motherfucker who can't eat without you. So we supposed to believe that that is a receipt that is trustworthy? Are you out of your god dang on mind? Are you serious? Did you really come to us with that? Okay, so like the first thing that police officers tell you, and when they read you your Miranda rights, you have the right to remain silent. So we have somebody who is allegedly in law school who bought out this mid face can't even feed herself without the celebrity pig. So the celebrity pig brings her out as a human receipt. But didn't they teach you in law school that you're allegedly in that the best thing to do when you're in trouble is to shut the entire F up? See, because that F shit that they pulled out here today was some clown ass shit. And they should have shut their motherfucking mouth. But since they opened their mouth to say some dumb shit like that and to be all flamboyant and think they really doing the thing, all you did was look like an abject fool and was pulling some bullshit. Okay, now let me see. Now, okay, I said that nothing was said about the conspiracy. Now let me see what you guys saying because we're gonna get to the celebrities pigs little statement that she made. We're gonna get to the lies that the celebrity pig made, and we're gonna go over her receipts. Okay. So let me see what you guys are saying. Pig face, you're too funny. Everyone knows I don't do that, but I think, but if you think that, okay. I don't know who. Oh, pig face is fucking with you. Hey, Ivy Pearl, how you doing? Punitive damages for JJ Dunn. Now, punitive damages for me because I was the one. I was the one on the case on the jump. Thanks, because I didn't see any of the lives, girl. A mess. That's why I wanted to review these lives because it was a whole lot of BS. Hey, Queenie. I was watching some Patrol yesterday. Okay, did you see the episode of Paw Patrol when they had locked up the celebrity pig? Did you see that episode? I got a clip of it for my screenshot. So I just was wondering if you saw that episode. Let me see what else you guys are saying. I'm clowning. Okay. I don't be in my chat enough. Not cute. Shaking my head. If they were my friends, that would never happen. Said again. Had nothing to do with the story. I'm just saying. Had absolutely nothing to do with the story. And mid face Joyce is sitting up there thinking she doing yes Kimmy, that's what happened, and I'm done with Shelley. And okay, so now we also know that they're holding something back about the they're holding something back about the library pastor. Well, I don't uh throw all my information out there. I always keep something and I always hold something. Where you hold it at? You hold it over people's head? Pastor Wilson, you in a little more trouble now because somebody is holding something back. And then Joyce almost gave it up. And that's what is that stuff that she said about Pastor. We ain't even get into that yet. The stuff that they said about Pastor. Okay, so Pastor, like he tried now conveniently, that is when people start talking about how this is nothing but a conspiracy and talking about the knowledge that people had about this case. Let's not forget daughter here was another person who was knowledgeable about the information about this case prior to it happening. So we're not going to pretend like we don't know. I tried to tell Jay Dunn, you better sit down. All this performance and all this BS. But I tried to warn Jay Dunn after he comes out that the paper has been put on it. I tried to warn her, but Jay Dunn wouldn't listen. But before it happened, when you could have told her, you ain't said a word. You let it happen. And so you can just say, I told you so. Just for the bragging points to say, I told you so. Let me see what else you guys. Yes, mid face. Look like an old 1950 baseball mitt. Okay. I could never believe them either. Okay. Say it again. Okay. Joyce, you're trash. so was that Kimmy I saw with the short hair? I don't know what Kimmy you saw with the short hair. I don't think so. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. I just really don't know what you're talking about. Let me see. Okay, so we're gonna get over to Kimmy. We're gonna see what the celebrity pig had to say about all of this crap. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. I apologize. I should have had this ready. I was just trying to make sure I wasn't missing out on anything. Okay, I can't find it. I was looking for something and I cannot find it. Okay, and the link is pinned if anybody wants to add or see something that I missed about Noodle Neck presentation of trying to pretend like she was innocent, but there was really nothing there, and she never discussed this the facts of the matter of them conspiring. See, you just can't say you weren't conspiring and throw out evidence of things that has nothing to do with the facts that you were conspiring. Just throwing out receipts, whilst tantalating as they may be, it has no bearing on the fact that you guys were back there pushing Benz on to file these bogus ass charges against Jay Dunn, or Jay Dummy, as somebody likes to call her. So there is actually that. So here we go. We're gonna get to the celebrity pig now. So here is the celebrity pig, and here is what the celebrity pig had to say, and all this word salad of things that meant absolutely nothing to the point about this conspiracy. So the celebrity pig comes out and says that Noble. Noble was talking about Tracy, and Noble said that Tracy don't even have a silverware set. Tracy don't even have a full plate of dishes, and Tracy don't shower long enough. And that's the reason. It's not the reason that I couldn't perform. I couldn't get it up. It's the fact that Tracy was a funky badger. So what does this have to do with this story of conspiring to put someone in jail, though? So what I'm not clear on why or how that was presented as a receipt. Are you guys clear? He ain't got no home. Are you talking about Noble? Goodness. Let me see what y'all talking about. A lot of people looking ignorant. That's all friends, then enemies. Yeah, and some people flock to these fools, thinking that they're doing something. And what has that gotten them? It is so funny that some people make a fool of themselves, falling all over themselves to be a yes man to this person, and they shit over people who really are their friends, and then look what they get in return. They get absolutely nothing. They die a slow death of embarrassment. So it's not like she's the only one. It's a lot of fools who are tripping over that one. Hey, Reed, it's a lot of fools who are tripping over that one to be abject failures, falling behind somebody who tell elaborate lies. So it's a lot of people who do that. But hey. Let them do them. Hey, Keena H, how you doing? Hey, Ray Black, I think I spoke to you. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay. Well, it did show she's been conspiring against MU because Noble is the one who told about the money and the cruise, but she blamed MU. Let's talk about that, girl. Yes, ma'am. Let's talk about that. Because if you guys remember, MU came up on my panel one day recently, a couple of days ago. And then I asked MU, I said, MU, didn't you find it strange. She said, I hadn't talked to Kimmy, and I just told her she can only text me. And then after I got off the cruise, she kept texting me and texting me and texting me, and she wanted to know what? What did she want to know? She wanted to know if MU had to pay for Tracy's cruise because, unbeknownst to MU, Noble had been telling Helly all of MU's business, according to the Celebrity Pig. According to the Celebrity Pig, Noble sat up there and alerted Helly that prior to the dumb bat going on her cruise, that she had already had eviction papers served to her. So her dude, this is what her man, this is what her new choice to move in with her was actually sitting up and telling Helly, while she's sitting up going out with MU and trying to act like MU is the bad person, like MU did something to her, when in fact it was the bum that she chose who did something to her by going to Helly and telling all of her business, who then in turn went and told the Celebrity Pig all of her business. But she's sitting up in the chat chirping on the Celebrity Pig's channel. So my question is, she was supposed to be vindicating herself. In what manner of telling any of this business vindicate herself? But then you got this bird brain sitting in the chat acting as if, oh, well, thank you for telling me. Oh, thank you for telling me. Thank you for telling me. She knew that stuff since September, and she didn't open her mouth about it. So, what you thanking her now for? Now that she's trying to deflect from being a conspirator. Now you all grateful. You have so much gratitude for someone who knew this and could have pulled your coattail months ago. But you're so grateful because you're a dumb bitch. Just because you're a silly bitch. Because oh my God, these people are insane on this application. She is overwhelmed, thanking her and all of this hoo hoo ba ba ba. Child, bye. These people are really, really slow. They don't catch on. So she is so grateful that the Celebrity Pig let her know that bum that she was laid up with was talking about her and giving all of her business out. So what else do we hear? That's why I dropped down for a second. Then I'm going. YouTube is only for me to laugh, and I enjoyed the circus. That's exactly what it is, a circus. And the fact that they present this stuff, they present this clown show for you, and and we are really supposed to buy, digest, and swallow and believe all of this BS like we're not intelligent human beings. Okay, so they're playing you guys for stupid. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Okay, and if you enjoy my breakdown, you're more than welcome to Cash App, $ Ronnie Q. I find it weird that people would Cash App. Maybe I need to start telling lies and begging, because that seems like what people like to cash out. But you're more than welcome to Cash App, $ Ronnie Q, if you enjoy my show. I appreciate anything if you guys choose to cash out me. So, okay. Reed, I'm not surprised. What are you not surprised about? Yeah, with her begging ass. Okay. Who you talking about? Don't be talking about me, Reed. I just promoted my Cash App. How the fuck you calling me some begging ass, Reed? God damn. It's gonna be on in a minute. Am I gonna have to get a meme for you, Reed? I'm just kidding. I know you're not talking about me. All the time, Tracy has been sitting on those stairs waiting on her ride, so she can ride his dangalang, so she can get $100 to get them braids refreshed on top of it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Now, let me see. What else? Reed to set up there and dog me out. It's a dang on shame. Okay. She had like a 2008 Pontiac. I don't think Pontiac still is in business. Pete, I mean, how long do you expect it to run? Last time I heard the engine was screaming. Had red lights on. She had more red lights on that dashboard than she had in that house with that old dated Christmas tree. PDP driving with an expired license may lead to JALE jail time, because we know she didn't have a driver's license, which she always lied and said, "Oh, I had a driver's license. I had a driver's license." But Rob Rack came out and said she had no driver's license. She couldn't drive. The most she could do was blow in his car. The love of her life, who she got mad at Shelly. She got mad at Shelly for being an adult and giving her some adult advice about this person that she was laid up with. So let's see what else the celebrity pig divulged to clear her name. Okay. MU Nudes. Okay, let's discuss MU News, because they want to act like this is so parallel. Let's see what they had to say about MU News. Okay, I have someone in the back. Okay. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
What's
No,
going on?
that me and Uncle was laughing about who get in custody of Joyce the pit. Um, who getting the blue nose pit? But look, did you? It was something that I don't think nobody caught on to, right? Two things. The first thing, you notice she glossed over that picture shit.
Yeah, I was just going to get to it. Yeah, go ahead. Go
Okay,
ahead. What you notice?
okay. She never She said I got it from a credible source. Kimmy sent them
Mm-hmm.
fucking pictures.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Kimmy sent them damn pictures.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
So
did you? And what about this part? When she tried to make light of her talking about Joyce begging.
mhm. And Joyce, I know you give to your kids, and Joyce, she'll go out and make $1,000, and Joyce, and she gives it all to her kids. And Joyce, girl, now this is the part that you may have missed. She said, like, sometimes I have it and sometimes I won't. But you want to come and present yourself like you wearing $500 bottles of perfume and all this, like you got it
That
like
part.
that. So you ain't got a little change for Joyce, who's sitting up here covering for all your lies. And then what she said. Did you catch this? So when Joyce contacts Shelly, Shelly goes in her own money and get it. And then when she contacts the celebrity pig, she says, "Well, that's why we got this thing. We call it the bat signal. So when somebody's in need, we go out and we put out the bat signal and hope somebody responds." So in fact,
So
she
that
would
dog in
go
that
to
bitch
her.
begging. You be begging.
Yeah, they go to her, and then she send it out to some of her people who are in a private chat that Joyce needs something, so it don't come out of her pocket. She do the Jay Wilson thing. The rider lives take care of this. The rider lives. We gonna have
But
a
wait,
Christmas giveaway, and then the rider lives are the ones who giving away amongst themselves, and he ain't giving nothing.
and he
That's
ain't
what
giving
she
them shit
did.
for
Okay,
Christmas. But look, wait
yeah,
a
but
minute, Roddy Q.
go
What
ahead.
about this part? What about this part? Remember what I said that Jay Wilson, that Shelly was mad at Jay Wilson because he ain't answer that
Uh-huh.
phone, but answered it for Kimmy.
Mm-hmm.
Did you peep when she was getting into the Jay Wilson tea?
Which one? Which one? Kimmy or
Kimmy, with Kimmy, you
she
remember
didn't
that?
get into it. She wouldn't get into it. She
She
didn't want to
wasn't
touch
talk
that.
about it, but I
Uh-uh.
ain't lying, right? Did it confirm a lot of stuff I was telling y'all? That was it. Now
Yeah.
remember the Joyce, her and Joyce was mad. Joyce was mad behind the scene. Kimmy and Joyce was talking shit about Shelly.
Uh-huh.
They was
Right.
mad. You
Right.
did you pick up on that
Right.
part?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I wasn't lying, right?
You wasn't lying. You wasn't lying.
You picked up
And
on it.
yeah, and Shelly was like, and I went up on Jay Wilson's panel one last time. See, she finally had caught on. And then
She mad
she
at him.
went up. Yep.
She's mad,
And
and Joyce was mad because they was talking about Shelly because that day when Shelly had let out that about Joyce daughter, Joyce was complaining to Kimmy that she was mad because she didn't want that out.
uh-huh. And then Joyce go, if she gives out my daughter's pictures, it's really gonna be on. It's
Joyce, you
really
ain't gonna
gonna
do
be
shit.
on. I'm just like, what the fuck you gonna do? Yeah, you
We
already
mad
in the
they put your
backstabbed her.
picture out,
That's
Joyce.
the best you can do. Bitch, you can't even afford to buy lunch. What else you gonna do? You gonna go pull up
Okay.
on a bitch? No, get the fuck out of here.
But
Okay.
but the
So
funny part is Joyce ain't got no fucking problem. Strong arm in the bag, right?
none,
All her
none.
breakups be
She get
about money.
money. Money.
She done
Yeah,
stole the AdSense check.
and she done did fake makeup classes, and Shelly was the only one who signed up. And she's like, fuck that, that's $30 to the good. I was hoping it would be more. I ain't teaching them bitches nothing. I ain't teaching them none of my voodoo tricks that I use to make myself look like a human being. I'd be crazy to
So
give that secret away.
so what you think gonna happen next? What's your prediction?
My prediction is I want to talk to Right to Be Told. What did you think about the fact that she switched up again and said first she said it was Joyce who was back there with back there with them, and then she
Mm-hmm.
changed it to Lady Detroit, right? You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And then today she changed it back to Joyce because Right to Be Told got on my panel and said, "What are they saying about Lady Detroit?" And I told them that Kimmy had originally said that it was Joyce backstage, and then the next day she came out and said, "Well, Joyce dropped down, and Lady Detroit was backstage, so she heard everything." And then Right to Be Told was like, "No, Lady Detroit wouldn't be in on no stuff like that." So, Right to Be Told, I'm pretty sure, and it seemed like Right to Be Told was going to have a conversation with Lady Detroit. Okay, read, read talking, taking it
You
back.
remember that? You
What?
remember that,
Read
right?
taking it
The
back
Grand
with
Central
that
Station.
AdSense check scam. Oh, okay. That the Grand Central
When Joyce
Station.
ran off
Okay,
with the AdSense check.
yeah. Now here we got late because I really want to know about this Lady Detroit thing. 'Cause, hey,
But
Right to
wait,
Be Told.
It's
oh,
me.
you ain't shit. You ain't shit. But wait, before I jump down, what about this part? Then I'm like, everybody forgetting this part. The whole remember, I remember when she got popped. Kimmy got popped because remember Kimmy had said that Benz did get have a had say she had the the ussy pick,
The
Hmm.
right?
picture.
Remember that part, right?
Yeah, right,
Now and then Kimmy said she didn't, but then it was on they when they played the video, she did say it.
right.
So now she's
Bree
saying
had
that
it.
Ben sent it,
Uh-huh.
but
Now
you
she
but then
said,
you said that you didn't say that. But now it's
uh,
back to Ben sent it. Kimmy, you sent them pictures. It's gonna come
uh-huh.
out.
Yeah. And then the fact that she says on her channel, well, I got the pictures, and what she says is, and I'm not gonna give the name out, but it was a reliable source. But we
And
saw
and it hold on.
she
And if
said,
it's a lie, oh well.
go ahead, go ahead,
That part.
go ahead. And then
And she's
and
showing
then
it. Yeah, I got a reliable source, but she still want to show the fucking receipt.
but the fact of the matter is
And oh
when
my
she
sorry, you are not off the hook, Hustler. You are not off the hook.
wait a minute,
That
but when
shit is
she
true.
but see, this is what
Uh,
Shelly showed regarding that a conversation. So let me remove this comment. Okay, so Shelly showed this conversation where Kimmy allegedly had the receipts, and Kimmy goes right down at the bottom. She told it okay. She goes, Ben sent Tracy the pictures. Tracy said it behind the scenes, and then Shelly goes, go ahead and tell it. Tracy is going to turn on you anyway. So then Kimmy goes, she told it to a mutual party with receipts. With receipts. So if she told it to a mutual party with receipts, you can easily show that receipt because I'm
that part.
showing this receipt that Shelly put out with Joyce's full name, and all I did was black out, red out
That's all she got to do.
the Joyce's name. That's all she had to do is she had a fucking receipt. Period. She's a
But you see
liar.
how
Go ahead.
you see how
Hey,
she squirms her way out of every time. Kimmy gets her way. You gotta give her credit. You gotta give her fucking
I ain't giving
credit.
a shit. I ain't giving her
That bitch
shit.
would
I ain't giving her
slide out of
shit.
it, and it would be right there. It would
Ain't
be
giving a
right
shit.
there in
Well,
your face.
Kimmy didn't say that the mutual person gave her a receipt. She said the mutual person that Tracy told the mutual person with receipts.
Mhm.
Y'all got
That
to
ain't what
keep
she
up on the
told Shelly.
wordplay.
No, yeah, that's what that ain't no. That ain't what she told Shelly though. I'm saying what she told Shelly. I ain't talking
No,
about
no,
this
no. I'm
word
saying no, no,
Shelly.
no. I'm talking about the what she wrote to Shelley. She said the mutual person was showed with receipts. She didn't say the mutual person
No,
gave her the receipts.
no, what she said. Let me move this comment.
Now, do you
Hold
think
on.
that the
No,
receipts are smart?
right to be told. Get the fuck out of here, right to be told. She said, she told it to a mutual party with receipts. So if you are Kimmy and some
Oh, I
mutual
see this. I
party
see the
come
next
to
line, and it
you,
was sent to me. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
and then she also says that Ben's committed a crime. So you have not now. Why is she talking about receipts about this picture? Meaning, oh, Ben's committed a crime about sending these pictures to Creasy. So what she is saying is she has knowledge that it was criminal to send those pictures, and she's trying to pin it on Benzo.
Thank
Because if
God.
she got the receipts, she'd have shown the receipts.
I
Go ahead,
believe
right?
Benz. I don't think that Benz. I truly believe that Kimmy did it. I do not believe that Ben sent them pictures.
Okay, go ahead. Now I want to see what Right to Be Told got to say.
What you think, right to be told?
I don't think Ben sent the picture either. But I wanted to say when the comment on what Ronnie Q said earlier, I do think that the story changed because Lady Detroit was not going.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
She was not. She because I went back to her
Exactly.
again, and she was not about to back that story up.
And one thing, and
Exactly.
Lady Detroit's not going to lie for her.
Yeah,
She's not
because
going to lie.
And
she really don't want to be in any drama at all, and she'll only tell what she actually heard, but she's not gonna make up anything. Um she wasn't a part of a conversation where Ben said she had nude pictures of Emil. She wasn't there.
exactly. And
So it had to
she
go
had
back to Joyce.
she first said it was Joyce. Then she said Joyce had dropped down, and then it was uh Lady Detroit, and then today it changed back to Detroit. And both times, I mean, changed back to Joyce. And both times that she said it was Joyce, Joyce was more than willing to pipe up. Yeah, that's what it said. That's what she said. But
Mm-hmm.
how come you guys didn't discuss that? You guys had said no, Joyce had dropped down, and it was Lady Detroit. Y'all thought we was gonna forget about that? That's a very important part of this story to let you know what a lying, conniving person that this celebrity pig is. Oh, wait a minute, somebody else is in the back. Come back up, whoever was in the back. They
I'm about
dropped
to drop
down.
down because I'm about to
Thank
eat.
you,
But,
Reed.
all right, but I'm
Thank you,
listening though.
Reed. All
Thank you for
right,
letting me up here. Bye, y'all.
all right. So
Bye.
there anything else you notice about that presentation? What do you think about her disclosing the information about Noble
So let
and
me just
Tree?
say this about the entire live. First of all, today
Okay.
was the very first time since she has ever had a channel that I have listened to her. Um, so
Okay.
okay. But I found it thoroughly entertaining. I watched the tap dancing, I watched the smoke screens, I watched the deflection, because out of that entire live, she only talked about the bins and the pitcher gate for like
Mm-hmm.
30 seconds. All the
Mm-hmm.
rest of it was throwing everybody else that Shelly has any type of relationship with
Mm-hmm.
out there under the sun. I didn't understand why if these were secrets that were being held over these people's heads, they were still secrets. So to come out
Exactly.
here and tell their business, which was quite
Tell
embarrassing, I
telling
didn't
these
find
business.
necessary.
Yeah. Why are you out here telling people's private? It was somebody's medical business that she put out. What was that medical stuff
Joyce.
that she put out? Yes, Joyce
She
medical
said
business.
Joyce went
Joyce was in the nut house.
yes. Sorry.
She came, yeah, she came out.
Yes.
I was like she is really telling this lady,
Yes.
Joy, and Joy, she was
And Joyce
gone
was like,
for
sure
a
was. Yeah, I
minute,
already told everybody. Joyce,
and
first of all, let me just be, I'm not trying to be funny, but a lot of people don't listen to Joyce. So most of the B sector did not know, Joyce, that you were
nobody
having mental
knew.
issues.
Bitch, nobody knew that shit.
Nobody
Nobody
knew.
go to your channel.
And
She said,
Shelly did not
oh,
give that information out. Shelly never said why you were asking for money. She never said that. So I did not understand why that was like now we
And
know all your business. You was asking for
but
money, you was
who
door
put it
dashing,
out?
you was doing the
Oh,
most.
who put it out? Who put it out? Who put that business out?
Kimmy.
The one who she exactly. And the fact that she came out and said, "Well, Joyce, everybody know because you did it on your channel. So what? 15 people know. Now you sitting up telling them to be black, mo 3 sector. Like I think she had 13 or 1400 people in the chat, and she gonna sit up and say everybody knew. Did nobody know? Don't nobody watch her
Mm-mm.
goddamn Joyce. And then you gonna sit up and tell that she was in the cuckoo house. Nothing about nothing. But I don't have nothing against getting help when you need mental health help.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. But you don't come out here and use that for fodder to cover up and deflect from some BS that you are engaged in, and then that's further support that is she now abusing somebody with a protected class? So are you using somebody who has certifiable incredible mental health issues? Are you abusing somebody of a protected class, celebrity pig, to cover up your BS and your lies and your conspiracy? Okay, so this is what I want to know.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
didn't understand.
Anything else?
I was like I said, I was like, wow. So you sit there and tell all her business, and she pretty much applauds you for it. And then as
Mm-hmm.
far as the Tracy and Noble story, so I'm sorry, Shelly. So Shelly was throwing out hints that she had something on Tracy. Now we know it's probably Noble, whatever whatever Noble told her. But if Kimmy went into a
Mm-hmm.
third person and the third party told asked Shelly not to disclose it, and clearly, you know, and then Tracy not to like aggravate her, it seemed like it was all dead, right, and buried. So we would have never
Right.
heard all of this stuff if Kimmy didn't tell it.
Never.
So I was like,
Exactly.
really? So and again, I'm still trying to
Mm-hmm.
figure out, did you or did you not say Ben's sent these pictures? Like, what's your stance on that today?
Yeah.
Because then we heard
Yeah.
Shelly say something about James, which and then it rolled on to everybody. Even Jay Wilson
Oh
was
yeah.
thrown
Oh
in.
yeah.
It went
Let's.
on to
I forgot.
everybody.
Ooh,
It
and
went on
she
to
said stuff
Brianna.
about mug,
Oh my gosh.
mug. Let's drop the receipt. Let's show what her receipts were. We're gonna show. Okay, we saw Shelly receipts, so let's see these receipts that the celebrity pig dropped. Let me remove this comment.
Okay,
So
let
we're
me
gonna
go back
talk
to
about her
to
receipts.
the
Her
screen.
that she dropped. Okay, so here we go. This is a receipt that she dropped. Well, I must say, this is Shelly talking. Pizza is down with you and Kimmy. Wait a minute.
Pizzas.
Who is that
What
saying
was
that?
it?
Well, I
Pizzas.
must say, Pizza is down with you and Kimmy. So that might be coming from Ben's because she tried to say that that was coming from Shelly, but that don't even make sense. I
She
must
said it was a
say, Pizza
screenshot.
is
She said
down.
Shelly screenshotted her conversation with Ben's and sent it to Kimmy
Okay,
because Kimmy
Ben's.
don't have Ben's
Okay.
number.
I was
It's a screenshot.
okay, so that makes sense. So
Yeah.
Ben's is telling Shelly, okay, well, I must say, Pizza is down with you and Kimmy because Pizarro was over there yelling and screaming about why Jay Dunn really needs to go to jail and she needs to go to jail, which is total nonsense and ignorance because there was absolutely nobody could verbally state what Jay Dunn had done to Benzone to get these charges. And you notice what she ended with, how she can't stand Benz's funky ass, and if she do something, her whole case would be blown up. So she's threatening Benz, like if Benz do something, her whole case is gonna be blown up. But let me tell you, she ain't got no case. So Benz, if you thinking you go, she's trying to threaten you because obviously Benz can say something. Benz has something to say, so she's threatening. Well, Benz, if you do something, I got some stuff that, and your whole case will be blown up. So if you got some
Must have
stuff,
said that twice. She must have said that twice, and I did leave at one point because the time that she said it, when I heard her say it, she was
mhm,
saying it in regards to Ben's calling J Dunn's PO. She said, "Oh, she called your PO," and she said, and that's when she was like, "You keep talking, and I'm gonna blow the whole case up." And then she told what the PO
Uh-huh.
said, which didn't really
Now what
sound
the
like what the
PO
PO
said.
said. It didn't
Yeah,
sound like what the
yeah,
PO would actually say,
and
but I
then
was like, okay.
she comes back like Jay Dunn, she calmed down for a little while. Like, okay, wait a minute. Okay, so now you don't like Benz. Now, how you know all the intimate details of this PO conversation that Benz had? I don't see Shelly sending it to you. So, but you want to sit up and say what the PO said to
Oh
Benz.
no, they was on
And
the
now you
call.
say,
They were on the call.
okay,
And now,
okay. So
okay, so
now
is it
you're
me or did
saying,
it go from
yeah,
one conversation to a whole lot of conversations?
a whole
Because
lot of
remember, we were at one point
conversation.
we're arguing about one conversation, which we all deduced it had to been at
Right.
least two. And now it just seemed like they were
Two.
talking all the time.
All the time, but
No,
she
they
didn't know Benz, and she didn't have nothing to do with Benz. She hadn't met Benz, but when she said that she had never been backstage with Benz, that was the first time. And Benz told her, well, no, when she after she did it, when they went on the StreamYard and Benz had did the reporting, she told Kimmy, Shelly, and either Lady Detroit or Joyce, whichever one is gonna be when Kimmy chooses to lie. Benzone told them, I did this and I'm gonna need protection from the B sector. And then she says, well, I really didn't know her, but I just let her know I have been protecting you all along. Bitch, you did know her because this was after she did the charges. You was behind the scene with her before she did the charges. You know
Yes,
how we
because that's the
know?
story Paulette
Because
told.
Paulette told us.
Yes,
Yeah. Get the
yes.
fuck out of here. Okay, so this is one of her receipts. You can barely see it. Okay, that's from being
Hold on, let me go back. Okay, go ahead.
she she got the case number, and I will be on vacation for a minute. If you need something, you can't even see it. So they told her it was smeary. So these are the receipts that this bitch is putting up. These are her
It
receipts.
says if you need me, text or call.
Okay, thank you. If you need me, text or call. Okay, now here it is a little clearer. See, somebody told her that, hey, you need to straighten that up. So it's a little clearer. And you
Mm-hmm.
still don't, now when she's showing it, if you need me, text or, and you don't even see the rest of the comment. We don't know what, but these are her receipts. This is this bitch out here proving something.
She
This
didn't
is
read
what
that
she
whole
did.
thing either. She only read if you need me, I will be on vacation, and she stopped.
Yeah, this
'Cause-
is what
yeah.
this bitch is sitting out for receipt. Now, this is another receipt that she put out. A screenshot of Brianna Simone Pettyville's wall. And I'm still working. Do you want to go to TikTok tonight and live review something? I can't barely read that. So this is a
Nikki, isn't
receipt.
it Nikki?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't read it. This is a receipt. But this is talking about what Bree put on her community wall about, do you want to go live tonight and review Nikki. Oh, that was
Yeah,
an
it's that when the album
nice
came out.
premiere. Now, what the fuck does this have to do with anything in this conversation? But this is what the celebrity pig is putting out, talking about she got receipts. You told Shelly you had receipts that Benzone sent the pictures to Tracy, and you got it from a credible source with receipts. See, why you showing receipts? How come you ain't showing that receipt? Because see, you the one who want to talk about Benzone was the one who gave the pictures and act like you never said it when we have you in text saying it, and we also have you Bree showed you saying it out your mouth. So get the fuck out of here. Well,
Well, Joyce said
insinuated.
tonight that she didn't say that's not what the text said too. I was like, okay, girl, me or do I believe you or my lying eyes? I'm reading it.
Yes.
But
Don't believe your
Joyce
don't,
literally said she didn't know. That's not what she said. I was like, what? She said that wasn't what the text message said. I was like, oh, okay.
don't believe your lying eyes. So anybody else want to come up and discuss something? Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, so okay, you notice that when she started talking about Joyce is always Joyce, you was killing me. You were always coming to me with $5 or $10 for $5 or $10, and Joyce wanted to get something. Why did we need to know that? Why did we need
Because Shelly said that Shelly told Joyce that Kimmy was always
Well,
asking her for money and she was sick of Joyce asking her for money. So
uh-huh.
Kimmy had to throw that in there really soft, like, yeah, I
Oh
did
yeah,
say that
yeah.
because, you were
But
always, but see, I didn't understand it because then you turn around and defend it. Then you turn around and kind of shame Shelly for getting mad at um, Joyce for asking for money for food.
mhm.
But you said you were sick of her asking for money too.
Yeah. And then you go, Joyce, girl, you used to hit me up, but sometimes I had it and sometimes I didn't. But really? Really? So you put on this whole presentation like you some anyway, we already know by the echoes, but I digress. And come on, I digress. Okay. So she sits up there and put all of her information out for fodder, which proves absolutely nothing about what we're talking about. So the bottom line is she had no receipts. I want to make sure I did. Okay,
Hey, Latasha.
begging for
Yeah.
food. They both had blocked Shelly. Okay.
Which Sean
She
said that the other day
what?
on Sean's live. He told her he pointed out that they blocked Shelly
Oh
because
yeah.
she
And,
said she didn't say that they didn't say anything, but Sean told us the moment she was blocked.
yeah, because they had talked about people had went back in her lives because she came out and said, well, I blocked somebody, but I'm not gonna say who it is, but you guys, y'all will understand, y'all notice it. So that was another one of her bat signals that sent out a lot of people to her chat to see if they could see any comments from Shelly where they know Shelly was in the chat commenting, and then there was
Yep.
nothing from Shelly. So she didn't just send out the back signal. She knew the other people was going to go look to see which one of her mods was missing. Ain't nobody missing somebody from the chat. So the reason you said that, you said it would be noticeable. So you letting us know it's somebody you going to notice ain't no longer there. So she did it, and then she told it like, "Ooh, bloop." That was her little bloop on top of it. I'm letting people know that I'm done with you too, but I ain't got to say it because you ain't got the balls to say it. Because if you say it, you're gonna have to say why, and then you're gonna have to come with these receipts talking about Brianna and all this type of stuff. Hey, no pressure. Hey, everybody who came in or who I didn't speak to, please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate it. So,
I didn't see a tie between Brianna and Shelly. They both admit that
nothing.
they not cool with each other.
Right, nothing. There was absolutely no reason to. Those were her three receipts that I saw. One blurry one, talking about absolutely the report number, and then she cleared it up, and then a receipt about Bree. So she came out here talking about she is clearing her name and doing so much, gave everybody's personal business out except for Jay Wilson. So we know that Jay Wilson, you the next one. You got a target on your back. See, you got something that can hang over your head. You see what happened to Shelly. You see what happened to Benzo. Me and Sean had already called it when I did my live. I played my live yesterday from November where I said, Benzo, they gonna turn on you. They gonna turn on you,
Mm-hmm.
and what you gonna do? Sean Bradley told her the same thing in November. Do you think it's gonna be all good for you, that you set up and let them play you to do something this stupid? And then what happened? Exactly what we said was gonna happen. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's all about that, child. That was
Oh,
a
she did tell
mess.
us that Shelly was the one that was bullying. This is her words, bullying Benzone to press charge against Jay Dunn. It's
Yeah, but
like, oh, but I
see,
felt like that was
maybe that.
everybody
Wait a
else
minute.
felt like that.
But wait a minute. Well, wait a minute. Maybe that's the one thing that she don't want Benzone to come out and say, that she was also in on telling Benzone to press the charges. This is my hunch. See, because she told Benzone that if she does a certain thing, if she moves a certain way, then her whole case is gonna be blown up. That was a shout out to Benzone to keep your mouth closed, or I got something that is going to ruin your case. Bitch, she ain't got no fucking case to ruin because she ain't got no fucking case. That case is built on a bunch of bullshit. And the fact that you motherfuckers are sitting out here crawling and scheming and lying and trying to cover your ass. You wrote in a text that it was a crime what you did. So we already know with all the number of mugshots mugshots you got, we know you ain't advert to committing crimes. But then the fact that you wrote in the text that sending that picture out was a crime and try to put it on somebody else and talk about receipts but not show a receipt. See, it's all BS. And people, if people buy that, they're insane. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I think though that her delivery is entertaining. And
Yeah, it's entertaining. Yeah. So that's
yeah.
why people buy it. Did you go over there?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Today I did. Yeah. That's what I
Yeah.
said. Today
Today
was
was
the
the only
first
day
time
you
I've
went
like,
there.
of
Oh,
course,
yesterday.
because we in the streets, we hear different things.
We
But
here. Mhm.
but today was the first time I actually like went to a live. But I'm gonna be honest, I didn't get there in the very beginning because I was still listening to Shelly.
Uh-huh. I
And
understand.
then I went over and heard her telling her part of the story. And I don't know. To me, like I said, she was on a long time before she even got to the receipt that was the direct response to Shelly's live, and she only spent like 30 seconds on it.
Child.
So I was trying to figure out, well, wait
Yeah.
a minute now,
And
where does all this other stuff?
this
Why we all the way
this
back in
was
November? How we talking about a
no,
WhatsApp group? And now
no,
we all go
we
now we
were
try now who are these 35 people? Like, what are
no,
we
we went to
talking about?
October, and I would never be on a WhatsApp. It's just
Oh,
all
and
these
I would like to
common
know,
people,
since we
and
talking about it, and,
I'm a
and since
content creator. I would never be on a WhatsApp. They just had subscribers and this, that, and no, I would
right,
never do
right,
that.
right.
Uh,
But how you
uh,
know exactly who all is in it? If you like, what, somebody gave you a
Cut,
list?
no, because she was on there under her troll page. That's how she was on there. She was on there on the motherfucking troll page, talking shit, getting what any information she could collect. Who she think she talking to? Dummies?
Now, what I would like to know
Who?
is, since I do want to know, how did Noble and Shelly connect, and when did they connect? Because when she said the whole time when? Like, when did they start talking? After the
Mm.
trip, after they came back and they broke up? Like, she said
That's
the whole time.
no.
What does
It
that
had to
mean?
be
When?
no, 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 no. The whole time, because it had to be before the trip, because he already knew that she had a eviction notice prior to the trip, so he let Shelly know that. So
But
I'm thinking it had to
Tracy
be
said today,
before.
Tracy said that it wasn't, that eviction notice was not prior to the trip. She
Well,
said
that's between
misunderstood
her
was
and
the one that
Noble.
called it out, and it was after they got back. So I don't know.
Either way, look, bitch. Either way, shit, bitch. You look stupid. Either way, you out on a
Yeah.
cruise and you about to get kicked out of your house. So what difference does it make, bitch? You fucking comparing motherfucking dog shit to cat shit, bitch. Both of it stinks. You don't want to know you. The fuck you talking about? Anyway, so that's how I feel about it.
OMG.
Yeah.
OMG.
So I'm thinking that Noble connected with Shelly, and who initiated this conversation and this connection between Noble and Shelly. But the fact that okay, Shelly don't like Tracy. So
Right.
Shelly
At
don't
all.
like Rob Rand. So why is Shelly even getting close to Tracy's next man? What was the whole point in that?
Well, more importantly, why is her man in his 50s? Why has he not learned not to be talking about his personal relationships with anybody he's serious with, to anybody, let alone in a stranger, let alone an enemy? Like, what are you doing?
Right,
They are virtual
right.
enemy. They are virtual enemies, and you go and you're talking. And then the stuff that I listened to Tracy's live. So the stuff that Tracy was saying, well, I listened to Kimmy too. And the things that he was telling Shelly, really? This had to been stuff when he's rehashing. It couldn't have been in the moment, because you dating her seriously and you like her. I mean, I know he was feeling some kind of way, but you were still in a relationship with her, and you go and tell people that she don't shower long enough to actually be clean. Be clean. I know you lying.
Hmm. Did she?
I,
Now you heard Tracy. I didn't hear Tracy. I didn't even go over there bother to hear Tracy. I
oh,
ain't even
oh.
bother. Now,
Well,
now, now,
have
now,
you been
no.
to the, let
Did
me just
she?
say this,
Wait a minute.
Ronnie.
Hold on. What?
Mm-hmm. Have you been to the
Go
alley?
ahead.
Have you been to the alley?
No, no, because I was trying to catch up on these. I was trying to catch up on these videos, but you know I'm gonna be
Child.
over there. And like some people be in the alley, listen to video, but then I had to set up, I had to get all these pictures together and all these receipts together, so I couldn't go to the alley. I was like busy, busy, busy. And I wanted to, I wanted to strike while the iron was hot, as opposed to waiting until tomorrow after everybody else get their commentary
wait till
on
you
it.
wait till
That's
you see what
why
the alley
I
cat
haven't been
said.
to the
Wait
alley
till you
yet.
see what the
Okay,
alley
so
cat said.
I would definitely, I'm gonna be over there, girl. Okay,
Hmm.
so so anything else? Hey, super chat.
No,
Hey,
what were you gonna ask me
everybody.
about what Tracy said? No, man. What were you gonna ask me about what
What
Tracy
about
said?
what? Yes. Now, Tracy, did she address anything about him saying that the reason he could not get erect is because she stank? Did she say, and she didn't shower long enough?
Well, so I don't think she answered that directly. She said a couple things referring to it, in reference to it. One thing she said was, she thinks that uh, he has something mental, and maybe that's
It,
why and that mental affects his libido. And then she mentioned that they did have sex one time, and he, they went to Pound Town. It was good, but that was only one time, and I think that's when she was in Detroit. She said it went kind of downhill from there. Um, so that was the two things I heard her say.
oh, look at this. T. Evans said Noble did a live on his backup channel today and told everything about Tracy's private parts. These people have their business on YouTube. That's so, that's the man that she chose. And I'm not gonna say nothing about Tracy. And
Okay, okay,
this
Vines.
man,
Okay, that's why.
oh
No,
my
no,
God,
Ronnie, Ronnie Q. Excuse me, Ronnie Q. You need to go listen to
what?
Tracy
Why? What
because
happened?
everything. What Leanne Vines just said. Yes, ma'am. That's what I was thinking too. Wow. Because
What did
okay. So
she say?
overall, let me just say this to sum it up because I don't like talking trash about people online. Um,
Okay.
no, Tracy picked the bottom of the bottom and tried to ride with it
Right.
anyways. That's basically what it is. Because the
Right.
things that she mentioned about him were so like, first of all, Ron, let me say this the thing that had me on the floor. She said, she said that he lives with his grandmother, right? He's homeless. He gets kicked out of his grandmother's
Uh-huh.
house all the time, but and between his grandmother and his sister. His grandmother, he fights with his grandmother like a girl. That's what she said. And then she said that his grandmother, he moved back in with the grandmother because the grandmother has dementia and she forgot she put him out. I was like, Lord have mercy.
Oh my God. And
Then
this
she
is
said
who
she
she
had to
thought
fight
was
him,
a
argue with
good
him
idea.
she had to argue with him to take a shower because he didn't want to take a shower and go outside because he said if he could take a shower and go outside, then they'd be, he would get a cold or the flu. So he didn't want to take showers. So she was fighting him to take showers. I was like,
Oh
what is
wow.
going on?
Well, take a
What?
shower and stay in. You got to take a shower. You ain't got to take the shower when you know you're finna go out. It's not like you finna go out all day while you in the house. There's
Tracy
a
was
period
a
of time
saint.
while you inside that you finna go to bed. Like that don't even make sense. Tracy, shut the fuck up. That don't make sense.
Mm.
He could take he could
She
take a
started
shower at night.
crying. She
He
was
I ain't
crying, so that
nowhere.
was sad. She was crying on there. That was sad.
What's she crying
But she
about?
was
What's
crying
she crying about?
because
What's she
she was crying because he apparently has sickle cell. And he didn't tell her this. And she had said, she pretty much wants to live, start a relationship off with a healthy person. And she doesn't want to be taking care of somebody in their old age, which I understand. And none of us want to be taking care of anybody when, sick. And he didn't tell her until I think he came to Texas. And that's when he told her that he had sickle cell. And she was very upset about that
yeah.
because she said, he
Well,
took away her choices to date
now
him.
see, now see, that was unnecessary. Now has told all of his medical business to YouTube, but she crying. But she crying. You the one who picked him. There was a whole lot of other motherfucking sales of of telling that he was not a fit man or more than his sickle cell, which is running through his blood. So, bitch, you saw it. I saw more danger cells all around him, that he could barely stand up, that he had yellow eyes, that he looked like he was always high, like he looks like some old junkie in the alley. He's breaking ribs, he can't breathe, and you knew all of this beforehand. You knew that he was that he was living in homeless shelters, and then he tried to come out and say, well, I had to do this. You know, sometimes you have to do things to get other things done. Like trying to say that he had to live in the homeless shelter for so many days. Like most homeless shelters, they make you go and you have to live in a shelter and follow their rules until they get you permanent housing. But motherfucker, you're working every day. So she didn't find that to be a problem, and she still chose him, and then want to argue people down when they told the truth. Wanted to argue MU down because MU just said, she didn't say he was homeless. She said Tracy told me that he lives in shelters a lot. So that you saying
Tracy
now
told that story. Tracy told that story
really,
tonight too. She said that tonight too. She
I was just
said
gonna say,
she did. She
go
said
ahead.
that's why she said so. Oh, this. Let me just say this. You're gonna go listen to her, I know, but she said you had it wrong.
Um,
That she was not asking
okay.
Noble to come pay her bills. As a matter of fact, Tracy was paying him. Well, not paying him, but she was supporting him. She was not asking him to come stay with her to pay his rent. He was going to stay in a shelter, and she didn't understand why he was going to stay in the shelter. And she said, "Well, if you are homeless, you need to just come live with me." That's how that came in. She was taking him in.
Hold up. Okay, so that's bullshit. Um, if he has a job making all that money, if he have a job making all this money, and he gonna go move to Texas to make $10 an hour less per through some connection
Well,
that allegedly Tracy has for him, that's BS. See, because the bottom line is he could have gotten he could have gotten rehomed if he stayed in the shelter for a period of time. That's what they usually make people in the shelter to do, and then they have to get a job, they have to stay off drugs, and usually these are the parameters in most states, but some states they don't even make them get off of drugs. I don't know about Michigan. If they have to get off drugs, get a job, show that they're responsible, and wait on the waiting list to get housed. So this is a bunch of BS that Tracy is feeding us. But this is my point. MU came out and said Tracy said that he lives in shelters a lot. This is what she said,
yes, she
and
said that too.
they wanted to cut MU's head off. She's lying. Nobody never said that. Oh, she's a liar. She's this. She's a meth head addict, and she's a liar. And blah blah blah. Now it makes it sound like I'm like taking up for MU, but I'm just saying what happened. I'm saying what happened. MU didn't say he was living in a shelter. Here you go. Oh, she lied on me. She said I was living in a shelter, and MU also said that when she was giving Tracy money, she was sending it to Noble. And then they wanted to back up. And Tracy had said, so what if I'm sending it to Noble? He's my man, and we share money with each other. But then after it got real funky and heavy, they wanted to say that MU was lying. That then Noble tried to turn it around and say, when did I ever ask MU for money? MU never said, I never heard MU say that Noble asked her for money. I heard MU say that show me the receipt where I asked you for money. See, word games, wordplay.
MU said that MU said she never said, well, she didn't say never. She said Noble didn't, she didn't pay anything. She never loaned Noble money. That
Right.
wasn't their relationship. But can I say this
Right.
too? Tracy had me laughing. I'm not gonna lie. The whole live is a hoot. Now you probably gonna have a whole different spin on it. But she told how Noble didn't know his shoe size. And before they went on the cruise, see, this is why I was like, Noble, you got some nerve to talk about Tracy. Because Tracy said
Oh
before they went
yeah.
on the cruise, she went shopping for Noble and bought Noble a lot of clothes. And and herself some clothes and him some shoes. And then when he got here, he told her he wore a size 9, but he didn't know that wasn't his shoe size. And she was
Oh my
mad because
God.
she was like, if she had bought some expensive shoes she could return, she'd have been pissed. And I was like, how are you in your 50s and don't know your shoe size? And but his shoe size he had was
That,
when he was like younger. When he was a kid, he wore like a size 9, but as an adult, he wore an 11, but he didn't know that.
hold up.
It was weird. It
So
was weird.
wait a minute. Let's break it down. It is funny. It's hilarious. It's really hilarious. You telling me before she went on the cruise, you said she bought this, or
Yes,
before he
she said
came to
she
visit?
bought him a lot of clothes.
Before she went on the cruise, or
Yes.
before he came to visit? Okay, so
Before,
yeah, this is
well,
hilarious.
okay, so it was before the cruise, but he came to her house before he visited, so he tried the stuff on. She said it was there when he got there.
Okay, so let's unpack this funny thing. It is awful funny that this bitch is up here buying a nigga some clothes before the cruise, and she is facing eviction before the cruise. But she's sitting up here buying some bum who don't even know his goddamn shoe size a whole lot of clothes because he gonna come and live with her. Child, bye. But you facing eviction, and you don't even care that you may not have a place to live yourself in an effort to buy a bum some clothes and go on a cruise while you're facing eviction yourself. What a dingbat. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. So
Go ahead.
don't make me like you gonna get me blocked at Tracy. And I'm just telling because this is what I do. I just tell what I see. But this is what she said. And I was just like, first of all, let me just say this. I commend Tracy because I would never come tell y'all any of this. Any of it. I would come out here and say, I don't
Really?
stink. I shower. I would have cut my camera on, showed y'all my entire utensil drawer. And then I'd have got my butt offline.
Oh,
I
the
would never have
utensil.
gone through here and told how raggedy of a man he is. And I tried to hang in there with him anyways. I would have never.
Listen, and the utensil story. She don't have a full set of utensils or a full plate, full thing of dishes. Now listen, look what this comment said. He also said he wanted Kiki Prime first, but she turned him down because he wouldn't reveal his credit score or something to that
Ooh,
nature. Oh my
that sounds
god.
like that sounds
Oh
like Kiki. But
shit.
so that does that mean that means that Optimus Prime has a better credit score? Like I don't know about that either.
Maybe he does, or she
Well,
got
and then
some
Tracy
kind
said,
of.
Noble's okay. So you said something earlier about Noble working. She drug his job. She said he has a job where he works with all teenagers. So he's in some weird union space where it's all teenagers that work there and they're all 18. Like they hire all newbies in, so they're all 18. He's the only 50-year-old there. And she said, matter of fact, she thinks he acts like them. But she said it was something strange. She said she made it seem like the job wasn't that important. But I don't know. I mean, are 18-year-olds in unions? I feel like he's in a weird space where he may not necessarily be in a union. She said it was really strange how she talked about the job. But apparently he says that he works all the time. She said that's not true. And he does not have a relationship with his kids. His kids don't even live in the country. So she don't know why he's on here
Listen,
always talking about talking to these kids. I was
listen.
like,
Let me
oh
tell you
my
something.
God, Tracy.
If, let me
He
tell you
made her
something. If
mad
he
and
got
she
a
told it all.
if he's working for the union or not, he's still making $10 an hour more. They both have admitted that he would be making $10 less if he went moved to San Antonio. If he's
Really?
working for a union or not. Yes, they
Oh
both
wow.
admitted that. They both admitted
Wow.
that. So, for the simple fact of Tracy was the one who was out here talking about, oh yeah, he's a union steward, he's a shop steward. Okay, so she's bragging that he is a shop steward, which means that if something happened on the job and you need to go meet with the supervisors and stuff and explain it, the shop steward is the one that makes sure that it's like your lawyer when you mess up at work, you bring them in, and then they make sure that the supervisors don't overstep your right, over penalize you if you lose your job. The
Hmm.
shop steward is the one
Yeah, we have a
who
lot
go
of
and
unions
sign
here
laws and
in
all that type of
DC.
stuff.
Yeah.
So we are to believe that a nigga who don't know his shoe size, damn it, we are to believe that this motherfucker is a shop steward. But she was sitting up there talking about he's a shop steward and all this type of stuff. She was bragging on her, and now Mad Day come and he's working with teenagers. Sound like he's working in a
I think these men lie
after
to
school
Tracy. I think
program
these
or
men lie to
something
Tracy
like that.
because the other day on Nessa's channel, Rob Rack said he's a barber. He said he's been a barber for 20 something years. Tracy told us he was an engineer. So I
Yeah,
think these
yeah.
men are lying to Tracy.
I don't think they're lying to Tracy. Tracy knows that Rob Rack was nothing but a
Oh
barber.
yeah,
He had a
yeah.
job.
Vines is right. Vines is right. She said in his job where he's a 50-year-old working amongst the 18-year-olds, he would get promoted and demoted, and then promoted again, demoted again. That's why I said it's something
Promoted
going
and
on.
demoted.
That's what I'm saying. It's something going on because you're right, Ronnie Q. I work around a lot of people who are in unions too, and union they don't play that. You're not gonna keep going back and forth with
Right.
them. They'll be in there all day. And with him being the shop steward, I mean, you mean to tell me that your job is promoting you and demoting you, and y'all got a union? That's not how that works.
No, that's not
So
how that works at
my
all.
girlfriend worked for the post office one time, and she was in this
Let me,
weird space at
let
the
me t-
post office where she wasn't necessarily in the union yet. And then we all know the post office unionized, but
right.
she wasn't in the union yet. So I don't know that you. I think he's in that weird space. She got paid just as much as the people in the union did at the post office, but she was in this part-time status, even though she worked full-time. And then after 2 years, she was switched over to this. I don't know. I think he's in a weird space because I don't know anybody who's in the union who can get promoted and demoted
Let me
and
tell you.
back and forth.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. There's no such thing because if you're in a union, you're not getting promoted and demoted.
Yeah,
You are applying for. Hold on. You are applying for a position. A position is posted, and if you have enough time, if you have enough seniority, and if you have been checked out and qualified on the things that is needed for that job, you are first in line to get the job. It
yeah,
ain't like you gotta. It's not like regular jobs. It's who you know. No, it's how much time you got under your belt, and have you been checked out on every area of this job and be able to hold this job, and you apply for the job, you got the most time and experience, you get the job. They don't fucking take the job back from you and drop you back. A supervisor can't. That's the whole point of having a motherfucking union, because they can't do the employees like that. These dumb motherfuckers don't know that the union is the motherfucking best thing that prevents that shit from happening. Okay, so I'm very pro union, and this sounds like very pro bullshit to me.
well,
So
yeah, that's what
go
I'm saying. I
ahead.
think that he lied to Tracy about that. And then sometimes if you don't know anything at all about the union, sometimes you repeat stuff that doesn't make sense. That's right. Unions don't work like that. And
Look at
that's
Leo.
apparently his
Leo,
situation.
listen, listen. Leo said fact. Leo, trust
Yeah.
me. I know and I understand clearly what I'm talking about. Full disclosure with no disclosure.
Yeah, no. I
I
mean,
ain't lying. I
I'm
ain't
not
no
in
no
one.
bullshit.
I'm not in one because sometimes supervisors can't be in one. But
Right.
I work with a lot of
Ma-
them. And so yeah, no, I get
right.
it. You
Management can't
cannot do
be in the
that.
union. I don't know of any job where I don't know of any job where management is in the union. Okay, so that's all I'm saying. So yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that information. Anything else you want me to tear? No, anything else you heard over
You
there?
see what I wrote in the back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I, I never know. I never ever know. I never know.
Whew,
So it just
that's
it
why I
is
said,
what it is.
you think, that's why I was like, have you been listening out there listening to Tracy yet? Child.
Mm-mm. I
Yeah.
haven't been over there.
I'm sure you'll be back because it's a lot
Yeah,
to unpack and it's a lot to unpack. And again, at the end of the day, I understand why Tracy was upset. Um, and I really thought that when she put those pictures out about MU, that kind of stemmed from her and Noble fighting. And I really felt like what she gave Noble today is what she should have gave him that day instead of turning it and being mad at MU. Because what MU was saying was pretty minor compared to what Noble was starting to say and what he's apparently been doing. Like you said, cohorting with her enemies. So,
hmm
um, yeah, but today, yeah, she put all, I mean, let me tell you something. Nobody gonna date Noble after this. Anybody who see that love. That was a
Well,
mess.
yeah, dating really needs to be the last thing Noble needs to concern himself with. It just seems like Noble, like it seems like he has bad hygiene. It seems like he is unhealthy. It also seems like he is want to be a know-it-all and stuff. He's one of those type who want to be a know-it-all, but if he knew so much, he would not be living from pillar to post. So Noble needs a lot of help. He's in his late 50s. He's working with younger kids, which kind of tells me that this may be his first job of any importance. I'm not saying an 18-year-old can't be in the union, but if they hire an 18-year-old, an 18-year-old can go into the union off to war. I don't see why an 18-year-old can't get a job that must they must be in a union and pay their union dues and do their job. I don't see. I think that he works with young people. I think our whole point is that he's working with people who have zero experiences. It's coming into these jobs and getting a good job for the first time, much like his 50-year-old self is doing. So
Well, she also said he
it's
was less
full of
than
it.
smart.
No
So
shit. No shit. So she talked to him all that time prior to him meeting her, and now she just figured that out today.
yeah, well, no. She knew it before, and she said, "See, I think that was their problem." And when Tracy first started having issues with him, and this is what we all need to do: when you start first having issues with somebody to the point where you don't respect them, which is what she said, and you're going to belittle them or talk down to them, you need to leave that person alone. It is not our jobs to come out here and bash somebody and give them a complex when they leave us, right? So, because all my exes will come back today because I don't bash them on our way out the door, and I don't, and I think that that's what she was doing. And she said that's what she was doing. She said she didn't have respect for him because he was, he was slow. He didn't think things through. She told a story about how they went to, no, I didn't understand this one. They went to the movie theater and he could not figure out how he was going to carry a bunch of stuff in at the same time. So when she told him, well, why don't you put something down? He stacked it all up. It all fell on the floor. It was nachos and stuff like that. And then he picked it up and threw it away. And she got mad because she said, why would you throw the food away that fell on the floor? You should have kept it because I just paid for all that food. I guess what we were supposed to get from the story was that he couldn't figure out um a better plan to get all the food from one location to the next. But I think that if it falls on the floor, it's it's a done deal. I mean, we're not eating the food off the movie theater floor.
Oh
That's
my
not happening.
god,
That's
that's gross. Oh my god, and oh my god, that just shows you how crazy she is. I mean,
it
okay, so
was.
someone asked a good question. Someone asked, "Isn't he a military veteran?"
Okay.
And this is
Tracy
the
said
thing.
no. Tracy said she don't believe it. She thinks he's lying.
Okay. Okay. Because I was just going to say he should have some real good benefits even if he was a military veteran. Especially, it's a lot of homeless veterans out there. A lot of them have mental illness and they don't go through the procedures to get their medical treatment, their housing, and plus it's all backed up in a way too. But I know so many people who come out of the military who get a job, get a home loan, get a home built. He lives in Detroit. There's a lot of revitalization going on in Detroit, and with a military loan, so many people can do so many things. So that's why I was asking.
Yeah, she said she didn't believe that he was, but I agree with you on that. I thought with all his ailments, he, between the union, between the job and the military, he should be covered medically. But she also mentioned that his what was the story that he gave when he fell and broke his rib?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because
I have
Tracy's
no
saying he
idea.
was drunk. And,
I'm pretty sure. I'm
and,
pretty sure.
and
I
somebody asked Tracy in the chat if he was on drugs and if he was, a drug user because of the issues that he has. And I got a phone call, so I didn't get to hear the answer. But
oh,
I was like, oh my gosh.
you mean
He's
like overusing prescription
No,
medicine is
no,
what the
street
a young
drugs.
person?
Somebody they were talking about
Okay.
street drugs
Oh, okay.
because she's mentioned he smokes, he drinks, and he does the mushrooms for his back. But
Mhm.
she said she thinks he did more because his brain, he just will be out. I don't know. She was just saying he was kind of out of it. But then they asked her if he used street drugs. Like I said, I got a phone call, so I didn't get to hear her answer, and I didn't go back.
Mhm.
Yeah, because when I was going to go back, I mean, you came on, so I kind of just skedaddled over here. But yeah,
Girl,
that was it was very interesting. It was very B sector style how she aired him out and told his business. He needed to go and scoot back to whatever section he came from because
I'm not
he's
gonna
not gonna be
tell.
able to get overcome the things she was telling about him today.
I'm not gonna tell anything about Tracy personal business. We agreed we not gonna do that. No balls. You are insane to think that all of this was not going to be spilled. And you had every opportunity. People were asking you when you were panel hopping like a little bapping like a hoe on every panel. Excuse me, thank you, Mahaya. I use Mahaya's and Mo3's saying. He's sitting up there bapping like a hoe on everybody's panel and channel, and they are telling him this is going to happen. Oh no, me and Tracy agreed that I'm not going to talk bad about Tracy, and now you telling me he over on a secret page.
And I'm gonna go find it because I'm gonna go find it because when Tracy first started her live tonight, she said she was calling Noble during Kimmy's live, and she was like, and he would not answer the phone. And she said she know he was over there listening, which is why he wouldn't answer the phone. And she gave him every opportunity to talk to her and clear up what Kimmy said, Shelly said before she went live. And since he didn't answer the phone, here we are. And she said, and he better hit her live. And then someone told her that he was live somewhere. And she said, well, I was calling him, so he needed to come over here. And she went to tell it all his business. And I was like, you know what, Noble? First of all, yes, you should have answered Tracy. You should have answered her. Because but Tracy said that a lot of the stuff that he said to Shelly, of course, was lies, and she said that Shelly was lying to him about things that Tracy said. So, for example, I'm not saying Shelly said this, but Tracy said she never mentioned that his feet stink. So, whoever told him, I don't know who told that story. Whoever told him that Tracy said his feet stink lied, because Tracy never talked about his hygiene or his feet. And I was like, well, how'd that story get out here? And then he admitted it.
Yeah, he was admitting it because somebody brought it up to him. So Tracy's full of shit. And also Tracy was discussing the fact that he fell over his boots because they were in the middle of the floor. And he was like, I was getting my boots so I could put them in the laundry room, because he had to put them in the laundry room because his feet and his shoes smell so bad that Tracy made him put his shoes in the laundry room. And when she was talking about him falling all the time, he got out of the bed. You fell out of the bed? Because I fell over my shoes because I had to go. Come on. Tracy put Tracy full of it. Tracy chose the bottom of the barrel type of person, and everybody saw that he was the bottom of the barrel type of person.
Yeah, she said she gives everybody, she doesn't judge, and she gives people opportunities. But let me tell you something. I would have judged the heck out of any man that travels multiple states to my house with dirty clothes in his luggage.
Hold on. Let me tell you something. I'm not buying any of that. Tracy is a woman of a certain age, and I give anybody the benefit of doubt too, but I ain't giving them no pussy.
She did say he has a limp. She said he has a limp, and his sister teases him about it. And he has childhood trauma behind the teasing that he got about having a limp, and then he's got a protruding bone sticking out of some part.
You need to tell me he got a limp and a limp dick? How you gonna have a limp and a limp dick? Oh my God, Lord have mercy!
All Noble had to do was answer the phone.
Answer the phone.
And Tracy would have never cussed him out and told all his business. That's all he had to do.
No balls. You fucked up. No balls. Child, you gave it. Listen, right? Anybody in the chat? Okay, anybody in the chat? I want to know. Put a 1 in the chat if you know Noble's backup page. If there's a person in the chat that knows Noble's backup page, I have some instructions for you, because there's some people in here who may want to go hear what Noble has to say. I don't see any 1s so far. We're going to look out for 1s, right, to be told.
Okay.
Because if somebody has his backup
look
page,
at UNC girl.
I want you to hit the link.
T says she knows. T Evans.
What T Evans?
T Evans says yes. Trey says yes.
T Evans and Trey.
T Evans said they just wrote it above. Let me see what you wrote, T Evans. Where's T Evans?
T Evans. I need you, T Evans or Trey. The link is pinned to the top of the page. I will not bring you up on StreamYard. I just want you to come, click in, and turn your camera off. I ain't gonna bring you up at all. I want you to drop the link to that page in my back chat so I can drop that link in the chat so anybody who wants to can go over there, because
It's
you can't drop the link in that chat. Only I can drop the link in the chat.
I see the
So you
name.
yeah, but sometimes okay, go to the name and see if you can find it. I don't see the name.
She put I/God's GODZ spell
Okay, listen.
SPELL.
I am what?
I don't know if it's I am twice. Is it I am twice like that, T Evans?
I am
I
what?
am.
I am.
I.
Another I.
Yep. And then slash backslash.
Okay.
Um God GODZ
Okay,
spell.
somebody's back there.
Oh,
SPELL.
yes.
SPE.
UNC G girl said she just posted it for you. Yeah, it really
Oh, thank you, UNC
yeah,
girl.
it really is all those I ams.
See, like when I put it in, it's a whole lot of other stuff coming up. So somebody
Oh yeah,
just
she put
put
it
it
in
in
it
the
for
back
you.
chat. Okay, so I'm gonna drop his link for you. No, but you ain't gotta thank me, you ingrate. Okay, thank you, Trey. Oh, Trey was the one who put it in the back chat. Thank you, Trey.
Thanks, Trey.
Okay, I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop this link for you guys so you can hear what Noble had to say about his unfortunate love situation and his trip to San Antonio.
Tracy, and they
So
said it's not deleted. Tracy gonna drag the holy hell out of him.
okay, so did
He
it go
better.
in the chat? Let me see.
Well,
Wait a minute.
UNC girl bad weave posted it too
Okay.
in the
Yeah,
chat.
she's my mod. She can post it.
Yeah, she is in there at least once.
Okay, here I go. I'm gonna post it too. Thank you, UNC girl. Thank you, Trey. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you, Right to Be Told,
You're
for the
welcome.
information. Yeah, child, it's a mess. So I think I may be back for more after we hear this, but I may
Oh,
not be
that's a
back
good point.
tonight.
You see what Hattie said? I'm sorry.
Go
That's a
ahead. What did she
good
say?
point.
What did she say?
She
What did
said
she say?
Shelly didn't have Noble's number. How could they be talking behind the scenes when Shelly went to Noble's platform and asked him for an interview for $100, and that's when he gave her the phone number. That
Huh?
is true. Because remember last week she was supposed to interview him, and Jay
But
Wilson kind of intercepted it.
so Jay Wilson stole the interview, and
Well, he brought up Tracy, and it kind of, then he intercepted the
yeah,
yeah.
but still, but
Hmm.
still, he stole the interview away from her. That's what he did, and you know that he got a plenty of cash apps for that interview. And another thing is, if he didn't have the number until that was way after the cruise, so it's just like late
It was last
information.
week.
It's mad information. He gave it to her on Mad Day, so it
Yeah, because it was like
wasn't.
last week or maybe the week before, like a weekend. It was only like a week and a half ago.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we got it.
yeah, that he was supposed to, she was supposed to interview him. And because remember, he went on Jay Wilson's channel and said, well, I read it on the alley, but said he was not going to go do an interview for any amount of money. And he was
Uh-huh.
really referring to Shelly offering him money to interview him.
Well, you no balls. You see, that really shows you have no balls, because you this is the most attention and people who are going to come over to your page. So if you had any sense, you would have put it on your main page, because I believe he's monetized on his main page. Am I right? I know he has 1,000 subs since
I
he
don't think
started.
he's monetized unless. No, I
Oh,
don't
okay.
think so because
They don't
remember,
have it
because
then.
I remember Tracy saying a while ago that she was trying to tell him how to get monetized. I don't think he is monetized.
Okay, well, it don't matter.
But
So,
they said Tracy
no.
was playing it and dragging him at the same. I might have to listen to him through Tracy's page. So I can hear her drag him at the same time.
Oh, so she was playing this live, and then she stopped it and dragged much like she did
Yeah, so
Raw.
she must still be live. Like I said,
All
I
right,
came over here.
I
So hold up.
appreciate you. I appreciate you for coming over, because sometimes I gotta let people talk for at least 20 or 30 minutes so I can red ball it and go through it on double time speed, because sometimes I can't
Me
go through.
too.
I can't even go through myself on regular time. When I go through when I review myself, I put myself on at least 1.75 speed,
Really, I
because
do 1.5. I do.
I be I do 1 point. Some people I do 2.0, but you cannot listen to the Miss Obnoxious on 2.0 at all.
I
But
can listen to Jay Wilson and Lady Nika on 2.0 and they sound normal.
yes, they sound normal.
They do.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Well, right to
Um,
be told, what? Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say I'll let you go. I enjoyed
Okay.
it today. I say I hope I kept it neutral and I don't get blocked, child. Because I
Okay. You kept it neutral. You
I
did
hope I
keep
don't
it
get
neutral.
blocked. Okay, talk to you later.
All right.
All right,
Oh,
bye, bye, everybody.
they saying his main page got struck. Thank you, free thinker. So that's I was wondering. He said his main page is blocked from going live for 2 weeks. And I wonder who put the block on his page. Hey Fifi, yes, how you doing? Okay, so that's what it was. So let me see. I'm gonna do a poll. I'm gonna do a quick little poll since I have some people in here, and I just want to ask you guys a question about your thoughts on this situation. Okay. And you're gonna have I'm gonna give you let's see 3 to 4 minutes to answer the before we close this poll out. Okay, so there's the poll. So it's up to you guys. You have seen the evidence put forward that was put out. I did not put any slant on it or biases because some people say I'm biased, but I just try to be comical. So there's the poll. You guys see the poll? If you don't see the poll is if sometimes the poll will be blank for some people. So the poll is, who do you believe the most? The top box is Shelly. The bottom box is Kimmy. So if you don't see the poll, that is what the poll is. So let's see if you guys are taking the poll. I don't see anybody taking the poll yet. I don't see any answers in the poll. Are you guys answering the poll? I don't see any numbers in the poll. Okay. So it is 6:58 in my time. I'm gonna give us to 7 o'clock. And we're gonna see what you guys think. Whose story was more believable? Excuse my dog. Daddy's coming home. That man in the background who be playing games all the time that I have that upset Kwani in her spirit is coming home, and everybody's happy that he ain't going over to his real wife's house over here. See, we happy that daddy coming home and we ain't got to sit up and cry on the internet over here. Hey babe, how you doing? The dog is so happy that he's hear you. I'm still live. I'm talking shit. But yeah, yeah, I'm talking shit. Yeah, my man coming home. All right. So did you guys okay, you guys voting. All right, thank you. So we have 1 more minute on the poll, and we're gonna see who you guys believe the most, based on the evidence. I gave you the screenshots of the evidence, and we're gonna see what you guys say. Okay, so because it was presented to us to be believable. Yeah, this is what they presented to be believable. So let's see. You can't see the poll, Miss Hummingbird. Miss Hummingbird, do you see the blocks on the poll? Is it just blank? Is what you're saying? The poll is just blank. The poll is not working. Do you see it though? That's what I'm asking. Those of you who say it's not working, do you see it? The poll isn't working. Oh man, I don't know why the poll isn't working. Well, let me see. Let me unpin this. Okay, let me unpin this message. I see the poll. Do you guys see the poll now? Put neither as an option. Okay. Okay, I'm going to end this poll and I'm going to start a new poll. How about that? I'm going to end this poll. I'm going to start a new poll. Okay. Okay, I ended that poll. Okay, here's the new poll. Oh, I did have some votes. 81% believe Shelly, only 18% believe Kimmy, 95 votes. Okay. So here's a new poll. Since some of you guys didn't see it, I want to give you an opportunity. Okay. Okay, one more option. Okay, start the poll. Now, if you see the poll, the question is, who do you believe? The top box is for Shelly, the second box is for Kimmy, the bottom box is for neither. Who do you believe? It is 7:01 right now, my time. I am going to give us to at least 7:04. You see a UNC girl, it worked for you. If you took the first poll, just Bless Watkins, hey Bless, I see the poll and it's working for me. Thank you, Bless. So even if you did take the first poll, can you retake it so we can get a better understanding of what? Let me see how many people. 281 people who are in here believe about the presentation of the receipts and the stories that were intertwined to distract you from the weak receipts or the strong receipts. Do you believe either of these people? Take the poll, and I appreciate it. We're going to find out what we think about that's going on. Okay, so if anybody else want to hit the link, you're more than welcome to hit the link. Let me make sure I didn't miss any comments because I was up here talking and I sometimes miss a lot of comments. Okay. That was for the old poll. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I missed any comments. Oh, so somebody said that they did take the poll and it said 0. Okay. That was the old poll. Okay. Okay. So yeah, and then initially today I was going to go live and I was going to talk about the same old wash rent repeat, the relationship of you know Ness and this heat. I was going to go through the woes, the up and downs, the disclosures to Jay Dunn. Yesterday Flickr was over there on Pizarro's channel. They were talking about Flickr coming to visit, and somebody in the chat asked if they were going to get a hotel room, and that question wasn't answered. They asked if Pisshole was going to take her husband or children to meet Flickr, and she was like, "Why would I take my husband and my kids to meet somebody I'd never met before?" So it has been said that it's just going to be the two of them, and it was soft talking, and yeah, we're gonna do, me and Pizarro, we're gonna get together, and I'm gonna go out there or whatever, I don't care, Pizarro, she's more my type of Florida chick, not Ness, and I whatever, but yeah, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna meet her. So there was that going on, and then Ness was also live at the same time, coincidentally. So Ness is over there with some new person, let's be honest, who she's using to make Flickr jealous, which is obvious. So she then texts Jay Dunn, and she tells Jay Dunn to go over to Bizarro's and let Flickr know, let the audience know. It wasn't for Flickr's it was for her response, but it was to let the audience know that Flickr had texted her last night. She had texted Ness last night, and she was scared that she was going to pass away because she was having a lot of heart palpitations. But Ness said she didn't get the message until the morning, and she was like, "Oh well, I'm glad to find out that she's okay." okay. So now, what Ness did there, she sent Jay Dunn over there to let the people in Pizarro's chat know that Flicker was threatening, like she was under some type of medical emergency to get sympathy from sympathy from Ness. But Ness didn't see the message until the next morning. So she got no sympathy from Ness. Jay Dunn goes over there and she does her big one. She does exactly what Ness wanted her to do. So Jay Dunn carries herself over there. Where is Jay Dunn at? Jay Dunn is right here in the red. Jay Dunn, Ness has the receipt of you texting her saying that you were dying last night. We think you are only here because you are jealous of, let's be honest, being on her channel lately. So Jay Dunn went over there, and then Jay Dunn also hit the link, and she was cursed out and she was sent away. And then she went over to Ness's and told Ness, well, I did what you told me, but they didn't receive me well. And then then Ness cursed her out and got rid of her as well. So that's what's going on with them. And we're gonna talk about that. I'm not gonna talk about that today. It was wash, rinse, repeat, same old stuff, trying to get each other mad. But then, of course, Flicker is threatening heart palpitations and all this, and I'm gonna die. And so Flicker is really sounding like a victim. Flicker is sounding like there is something wrong. She is a victim of something and she needs help. But oh God, we cannot have that because we got this one sitting up in the clouds watching. When she finds out that somebody else is trying to be a victim, she hits the panel, and we have to deal with this one. The Miss Obnoxious says, "Oh no, I'm the victim. You cannot be the victim in the beef sector because I'm the victim." So Flicker is talking about her ins and out with Ness, and then all of a sudden, here comes Miss Obnoxious. I'm obsessed with a bitch that got evidence that they say they had my kids' pics here in the phone, but I'm obsessed in their phone, but I'm obsessed. So now she's in the chat she's in the chat talking to Flicker about the celebrity pig having pictures of her in the chat because Flicker is up there talking like she likes the celebrity pig. And then so the Obnoxious is also in the chat saying you and the criminal trading kitty licks for PORN. So it's your ass. Now, what she said that Flicker and criminal, which is a celebrity pig, are trading kitty licks. I think she meant pigs, but for PORN. So it's your crazy ass. So we have the Miss Obnoxious is threatening to take her screw face down to her friend who works for the FBI, and then report all the things that are going on with her long chin. So then let's see what else that she had to say about this. One more she had to say. She said, "You have no idea what's going on, drunk hoe and pizza. You know why I'm bringing it up now." Okay, no, nobody knew why you were bringing it up now. You were off topic. You were talking about something nobody was talking about, but you had to position yourself to be the victim, and you set your ass down and talk victim knees, that victim knees talk that you taught, and you hit the panel with all that victimhood, and then you got cursed surely and truly and thoroughly the fuck out by this heat. Thoroughly, truly, and fully look like a fool. And then you start crying to Pizarro about Pizarro just letting Flicker sit up there and say those things about her when Flicker had said absolutely nothing about her. And then she hopped down, but what she was saying was that she wasn't getting no protection from Pizarro. Pizarro wasn't stopping it. The nerve of you to not stop it when you see that I'm down here playing victim? So let me get up here and make it about she has pictures of my kids in her phone. And I don't know why she got pictures of kids in my phone. And then she actually accused them of having PORN. So if they got PORN in their phone and you sent the picture, what the hell is that saying about you? Because you was the one who sent the picture, but you are depicting this picture as PORN yourself. So hold up. So we may need somebody to put the number of CPS services of Tennessee, because I'm worried now. Remember how you was worried about Uppity when Uppity just cursed your ass out, and then you wrote the CPS number on your community wall, but you sitting up here saying that you sent Criminy, or which you call the celebrity pig, which we know to be Kimmy. You said that you sent her pictures of your daughter for some sorority thing, and that the celebrity pig passed that picture around to different content creators. But then when you want to talk to Heat about these pictures, wait a minute. You want to talk to Flickr about this picture. You say that the celebrity pig and Flickr, who has nothing to do with any of this, is trading kitty licks for PORN. So you were the one who sent the pictures. So you telling us that you sent those type of PORN pictures out to people? Is that what you're saying of your 9-year-old daughter? Is that what you're saying? Okay, so I had queued up the video. I was gonna play a little portion of the video, but I don't even feel like being done. I don't even feel like being bothered with that dumb bitch. So I'm gonna close the poll now. We're gonna end the poll, and okay, let's see what you guys voted. Who do you believe? Neither. 58% won. Shelly came in second with 36%, and the celebrity pig has come in with a whopping 5%. So it seems more than half of you don't believe either of them hoes, and hardly any of you believe the celebrity pig. So I really appreciate you guys for participating in my poll. And with that, I think I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go around the YouTube streets and see what else is going on. Let me see if you guys have anything to say. Okay, she started with this Heat first. Yes, she did. And then she had the nerve to say that I was just down there in the chat, and why are you coming for me? As you see, uh Pisa was putting her comments up on the screen, and therefore, when Flickr started answering the comments that she saw on the screen, she got mad about it and hit the link, and then got cursed out, and then pretended like, when you sitting up here and you letting her say these things to me, and yeah, because and I wasn't even talking to her. I was talking in the chat. Much like when she sits her ass up in the chat, adding nothing to the conversation, but sitting up there so she can see the people that she had blocked, and just yell and scream like she got Tourette syndrome and interrupt any conversation to curse out the the chat, and then invite them to her saggy pussy to eat and all this old gross shit that she's talking about. But now it's a problem when Flickr address a comment that is put on the wall. So now she's a victim. Like, why is she attacking me? Why is she doing this to me? I was in the chat talking, much like everybody else is in the chat talking, when you sit up there like a rabid dog and just curse all over people and invite them to your sagging ass. So yeah, that's all I got to that's all I got for you guys today. And if you like the commentary, you're more than welcome to Cash App $Ronnie Q. And I really thank you guys for being here. And God bless you. And I'm out. Have a good one. Bye bye. Hey, footsteps. All right.